A former Pike County man is indicted on a federal child porn charge, and a collection effort is underway after fire ravages a Logan County school. I'm Nick Collum, and this is the Mountaintop Daily. A former Pike County man arrested last week on a federal child porn charge has now been indicted. 22-year-old Tyler Castor has now been formally charged with one count of attempting to produce child porn. The charge carries a potential prison sentence of between 15 and 30 years. Castor came under investigation after a Pike County woman told Kentucky State Police that her 13-year-old granddaughter had been receiving sexual messages from a man. The girl had screenshots of the conversation, during which the man, later identified as Castor, allegedly sent pictures of his genitals and requested pictures from the girl. Police were also able to find similar messages to other girls over Discord. Castor was arrested February 20th and continues to be held in the Pike County Jail. The city of Logan is asking area residents to collect school supplies after the city's elementary school was damaged in a fire over the weekend. The fire broke out shortly after 10 o'clock Saturday morning and was quickly contained by Logan Fire Department and other assisting departments. However, the school was heavily damaged, and Logan elementary students will now be attending class at Logan Middle School. In addition, nearly everything in the school was a total loss due to fire, smoke, and water damage, including the school supplies students use. The city is asking people to donate items as the elementary classes restart from scratch. A list of items can be found on our website, mountaintop.news. Both elementary and middle school students are on remote learning to allow school personnel time to prepare Logan Middle School to host both student bodies. Middle school students will return to the classroom on Tuesday, and elementary students will begin going to the middle school on Wednesday. An open house will be held for elementary students and families from 4 to 6 p.m. next Tuesday to answer questions and give students a chance to familiarize themselves with the school. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Coming up after the break. Time is flying as voting for Best in the Mountains is almost over. We'll tell you how long you have to get your vote in when the Mountaintop Daily continues. But first, sports and weather.
How's it going, sports fans? Cody the Professor Davis here with your Mountaintop Sports Recap. And as always, let's just jump into it. Alright, first up, exciting news. The U-Pike men's basketball team have now moved up to number 6 in the nation in the latest NAIA poll. This is huge. This accomplishment comes just after the Bears wrapped up a perfect season at home. Next time you see one of the boys, let them know what a good job they did. Okay, and in West Virginia, Marshall softball has one more weekend on the road before returning to Dot Hicks Field for home opening day on Friday, March 6th. The Herd travels to Liberty University to face the Flames coming off a 50-win season and NCAA Super Regional appearance. The two sides will be joined by UConn and Radford, with the Herd playing in 4 games across 2 days in Lynchburg. And finally, last but not least, don't forget to vote for the Best of the Mountains. The voting's almost done. You can go to bestinthemountains.com and cast your vote. You can even vote for Best Sports Reporter. That's going to do it for today's Mountaintop Sports Recap. As always, I'm Cody the Professor Davis, and you know the drill. Thanks for watching.
When the government took Social Security away from honest Eastern Kentuckians, Attorney Ned Pillersdorf got the hearings declared unconstitutional. When the women guards were harassed at Little Sandy Jail, Ned fought back, securing a $1 million verdict at trial. And when the state tried to shut down Cordia School, Ned fought back and kept the school open. Attorney Ned Pillersdorf fights for the underdog, and he's ready to fight for you.
At Appalachian Wireless, we believe the future of our region starts with our students. That's why we're proud to award scholarships to non-deserving high school seniors throughout the Appalachian Wireless coverage area from the class of 2026. It's our way of investing in the hard work and dedication and the next generation of leaders right here at home. So students can learn more at any Appalachian Wireless retail location or at appalachianwireless.com, or just by asking their guidance counselor on how to apply. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
In many ways, it seems like February has dragged on forever, but in another way, it has flown by. That's because voting for Best in the Mountains ends when this month does. The voting period for Best in the Mountains 2026 is almost over, but there's still time to make your voice heard. Each category can be voted on once per day until the voting closes on Saturday, February 28th. Marketing consultant Tommy Fleming tells us more.
So coming up this Saturday, we finalize our Best in the Mountains voting at midnight. So there's still plenty of time to get those votes in, those last-minute votes, those few last pushes to get your people to the winning spots. What happens afterwards, starting next week, March 1st, we start tabulating all those votes, getting all those votes gathered together and seeing who won gold and silver in all those different categories. We'll have all that information out sometime early in March, and then we start delivering those certificates, which to me is one of the best parts of my job.
There are more categories to browse and vote for than ever before. Visit bestinthemountains.com to vote.
Just the sheer amount of participation that we've had this year, the additional tens of thousands of nominations that we got compared to years past, that just means we're going to have that many more certificates to give out and that many more winners here in our mountains. Not only have we had a record-breaking number of nominations this year, we've had a record-breaking number of votes again as well. We're knocking on 300,000's door really hard. That's something that we here at Mountaintop Media, we pride ourselves in our engagement with the people out there in the world that are really not just our friends and neighbors. We're there for their entertainment as well, and that's just part of all this.
That will do it for this edition of the Mountaintop Daily. Be sure to check us out at 6 p.m. every weekday on Mountaintop TV, the Mountaintop TV app, and the Mountaintop News Facebook page. With your Mountaintop Daily, I'm Nick Collum for Mountaintop News.